Welcome back, out-of-body explorers. Today I'm going to talk about some of my out-of-body experiences with the aliens. And I know everybody gets stuck talking about aliens. I'm going to say they're extraterrestrials or light beings. So when I talk about it, I talk about the light beings. And so here are some of my experience with the light beings. So enough of this being cryptic, because a lot of my videos are like, because I live a very 3D world, and, you know, I like to leave it like that. So here are some of the stories. So enough is enough. We are all connected to these light beings, and certain people are going to get these messages. And I want you to know, when I got these messages, I continue getting these messages. But one of my first experiences in 2016, now I don't have that book in front of me, but these are all coming from this book. In 2016, I was given a message to give a student. I was given a message in 2016 from the light beings to tell this individual that they need to be prepared, that they will be contacting him through their dreams. And everybody didn't know I was all about this. They only knew that I was a heavy meditator and I was really into their dream state, because I would tell everybody I was a master lucid dreamer while I was doing psychic readings on the side. So it's really funny, that whole story. One of those stories is, I remember these little beings in my room, and I looked over the side of my bed, and there's one of them telling me to come over, and they walked through my night table and through the wall, and I was like, yeah, I ain't doing that. So now I realize I am being contacted, and they were very nice beings. You should know I also did videos on the Inca King, and that's one of the videos there of where they showed me that the light beings are really extraterrestrials. So they're making contact with our light being families right now. These are straight up messages right from those beings. They told me this: there are two sets of beings that will visit me and my family. So even my family, I had to prepare them. But every single one of us in my family has an experience with light beings. My sister and I obviously are in dream state, but my brother and my father, complete connections to them in the waking world. Know that there are a rep for all planets. They are our lawyer reps for the planet, because there's 3 pods, according to how they show this to me. We teach others of this. You are the one to keep following them. And then they always put this shapeshifter person. They know I like John Hamm, and they put him in my visions all the time, so I always feel comfortable, because he's like the person that I see a lot in my visions. So I always thank them for putting them in this other form, but I always know there is a message that's going on. One of the messages on April 29th, 2019. Most of the alien stories are not what the public knows. There is always a lie because the humans can't handle it. And the lie it usually is because the military has taken them. So in January 2020, they told me, remind yourself of the landings. And so that's what I show myself. There is a moment where I was in front of Eisenhower Park, and they showed me that they're landing, and they're showing to me because I was right in front of it, and they're like, we're landing here. I had no idea that General Eisenhower had a contract with the extraterrestrials, not the good ones, who were taking the humans in exchange for technology. So I had no idea about that, but obviously later on in the awakening, I realized that was the situation. So there's a lot of things going on about that. And here's my final message, which I think is the most important, because people don't want to do the work. But this is the situation, just so you know. On February 2020, everyone is being shown all kinds of messages, but important messages are going to the stable human beings. Here's my favorite. The castle has beings inside. You must be ready. And you know what the castle is? The White House. All right, out-of-body explorers, I hope I helped you this week. You're all getting contacted. I'm just telling you. And it'll help your future. All right, until next week, press like and subscribe. And I will talk to you then. Don't forget, keep tracking those dreams and put a lot of protection around you. And be in the light. Ho'oponopono, everybody.